think this is going to work, everybody. Yay! So here we are, and we're getting ready for gentle yoga today. Let me make sure that you can see Comet, of course, and Luna. We're ready to do yoga with us. Hi, baby girls. So we have some distracting background noise. I hope that everybody can hear me okay. I'm testing out YouTube, I'm testing out microphones. So shoot me a text after class and let me know if you can hear me okay. And we'll try to ignore the loud buzzing from the work that's being done next door. So thank you so much for being here for gentle yoga with me today. I love teaching this class, and I'm so grateful that my friends and my fans are able to join in and do yoga with me. And the cat is now very interested in the computer today for some reason, as opposed to every other day. Maybe she'll get a little closer so you could see her up close. But yes, and thank you for supporting my small business. Oh my goodness, Comet, don't press the buttons. Come here, baby. Little cat action there. Yes, thank you for supporting my small business. And for those of you looking to do so, you can do that at paypal.me/blissevolution or cash.app/blissevolution. So the noise has stopped next. Let's hope it stays that way. For those of you who might be new to yoga or new to yoga with me, this class is for everybody. I cue different levels for the same movements. Thank you. And you can decide anywhere along the way where that feels good for you, where you want to stop the stretch. So as an example, if we're doing a forward fold, I'll cue you how you can stop right here. If this is enough for you, if you're feeling a good stretch, or here, or here, or here. So it's up to you to know and up to you to decide what feels good for you. You don't have to, be resting your face all the way on your shins. You can be here as long as you're feeling that great stretch. So if you're feeling some sensation, listen to your body and know that you're doing the right thing. So this isn't about no pain, no gain. This is all about small increments and movements towards feeling mobility and feeling good. So let's start in Savasana. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a spot here on my own yoga mat with both of these girls here. You sweet ones, come lay right here. All right, kitten. And we'll start on our mats, on our backs, facing the ceiling. Palms face up, arms are about a 45-degree angle from the body. Feet are falling out to either side, and there's about 1.5 to 2 feet between the heels. There's that buzzing. But we're going to try to go inward instead of outward and be distracted. We're going to try to go inward as we inhale and exhale and bring our focus to our own bodies, to our own minds, and to what is going on inside of us today. As we inhale, we'll relax the stomach, relax the body, let it sink into the floor. Exhale, continue that relaxation. Inhaling and exhaling, completely filling the lungs and completely emptying the lungs, finding a little space for yourself today. And as you breathe, as you inhale, fill the lungs up from the bottom to the middle, all the way to the top. And exhale, empty the lungs from the top to the middle, all the way to the bottom. Inhale, fill up the lungs from the bottom to the middle, all the way to the top. And exhale, empty the lungs from the top to the middle, all the way to the bottom. As we breathe like this, we're letting the stomach be soft. We're relaxing the diaphragm. As we inhale with that relaxed state, the diaphragm moves down, creates more space for us to fill up the lungs. As we exhale, the lungs come back down. The stomach also softens and comes back down. The diaphragm gently moves up to occupy the space that the air was in. Those long, deep, slow breaths like that are called full and complete breath. Another term that we see, and a common term for this, is belly breathing. And it's the type of breathing that every mammal does at rest. If you'd like to create an intention for our yoga practice today, scan the body, scan the mind. Think about yourself, friends, family members, or loved ones. Or maybe our earth, our communities, ways that we can support them. Our world or our universe. Think of something important to you and create an intention for that today. And once you know what that intention is, just hold that intention in your heart during our yoga practice together. On your next inhale, open your eyes, raise your arms up to the ceiling, wiggle the fingers, stretch the fingers up, big inhale, exhale, drop the fingers back towards the face. Inhale, roll up, and exhale, drop the fingers down to the torso. Inhale, roll up, exhale, drop the fingers to the face. Inhale, roll up, and exhale, fingers towards the torso. Inhale, up, exhale, drop the thumbs to center. Inhale, up. As you exhale, drop the pinkies to the outside. Inhale, exhale, thumbs to center. Breathe in, stretch up, breathe out, pinkies fall to the outside. Just breathe here, make big circles with the wrists going in one direction. And reverse big circles with the wrists going in the other direction. Slide the heels together, flex the feet, stretch the arms overhead. And let's start by just stretching the whole body. You can leave the hips on the ground, or you can gently lift the hips, getting a little bit of a different stretch. Do what feels good for you. Inhale and exhale here, stretching and relaxing. Releasing that stretch, bend the knees, pull them into the chest. Gently rock from side to side. And with one hand on each knee, we're going to make big circles with the knees going first in one direction. And then reverse the motion, big circles going in the other direction. Squeeze the knees into the chest, clasp the opposite elbows, tuck the head into the knees. Take deep breaths here, send love all over the body. Send love to every corner of your body. Thank your body for being able to do these movements today. Drop the head, drop the feet down, walk the feet down, stretch the arms overhead. Once again, we're going to stretch the right side of the body, stretch the right hand up, and flex the right heel, stretch it down. So right side, right hand stretches up, right heel stretches down. If you'd like to increase the stretch just a little bit, clasp the wrist of the right hand with the left hand and give a gentle tug upward. You feel that big stretch all the way through the right hand side of the body. Breathe and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Releasing the stretch, we'll switch sides. Stretch the left hand up, flex the left heel, stretch it down. If you'd like to clasp the wrist and give a gentle tug up on the left-hand side, you can. And you'll feel that stretch through the armpit, the ribcage, and the waist. Releasing maybe any tension you're carrying, just relaxing into the stretch. And we'll release that stretch. Bend the knees once again, pull them into the chest. We're going to place the hands underneath the knees and rock forwards and backwards, up and down the spine, massaging the spine as we roll. Try not to roll over the knee up. And roll up into a seated position or catch yourself on your sits bones. We're going to squeeze the knees into the chest. Nice straight spine, tall back, flex the feet. Pull the feet in close to the body. You can hold it here, or if you want a little bit more, grab the ankles, bring the legs parallel to the ground. You can hold on, you can let go. We're using that abdomen, we're pulling the belly button up and in towards the spine. And if you're here and it feels like a lot, just pull the knees back in, focusing on that abdomen. We're going to grab the knees, fall back. Roll backwards and forwards, up and down the spine. And see if you can catch yourself here. If you're not catching yourself, if you're sitting up instead, come to the toes. Find your balance on your sits bones, and then walk your feet in, lifting one foot and then the other foot. Maybe both will float up. If that happens, flex the feet. If not, just keep your balance with one foot and then the other. For those of you rolling backwards and forwards, you can catch yourself here. And however you get to this position, if you want to deepen, you can straighten the legs, or I guess bring them parallel to the floor, or straighten them entirely. Holding on, letting go. A little bit more advanced, reaching for the toes. Do what feels good for you. If you need to back out, back out. If you want to increase, increase. Do what feels good for you. Bend the knees, we're going to fall back. Roll backwards and forwards, up and down the spine. And we're going to catch ourselves one more time on our sits bones. Pulling the knees into the chest, flexing the feet. Sitting up straight and tall, squeezing the knees together. We're remembering to breathe. We're not holding our breath here. And drop the feet down. Nice job. We're going to come to a comfortable cross-leg position. And sit up straight and tall here. From here, we'll sweep the arms up. And exhale, down. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, down. Another inhale, stretch up. And exhale, down. Nice. Next stretch is going to be a shoulder stretch. We'll inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up to the ears. Exhale, roll back and down. Inhale, roll forward and up. And exhale, roll back and down. One more inhale. And exhale, reversing the motion. We'll inhale, roll the shoulders back and up to the ears. Exhale, roll forward and down. Inhale, roll back and up. Exhale, forward and down. And one more inhale, roll back and up. And exhale, forward and down. Adding the arms, we're going to raise the arms forward as we inhale. Exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Sweep the arms behind us. Inhale. Hands come up. Shoulders come back down the spine. Arms come behind as we exhale, as we inhale. There's a dog in the way. Sweep forward, stretch up. Exhale, down. And when we get to the bottom, we're going to reverse the motion. Inhale, sweep up, pull the shoulders back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, sweep back and up. Exhale, forward and down. And one more, inhale. And exhale, forward and down. Nice job. Release the shoulders down and away from the ears. Turn the head to one side, lining up the chin with the shoulder. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, hold it here. One more big inhale, nice straight tall back. Exhale, drop the chin to the shoulder. Drop the chin all the way down, cross the chest, and inhale, look out over the opposite shoulder. Inhale, line the chin up with the shoulder. Exhale, and inhale one more time. On your next exhale, drop the chin to the shoulder. And then rotate the chin all the way down the midline of the body. Maybe gently rock the head from side to side. Bring the arms parallel to the ground. Interlace the fingers. Push the knuckles away from you. Keep the chin on the chest, the forehead hanging down. You'll feel a big stretch across the shoulder blades here. Maybe if it feels good for you, you can rock from side to side or bend one elbow at a time. Come back to center. Stretch those knuckles away from you. Palms are facing in, knuckles are facing away. We're going to release that stretch, lift the head. The chin comes up and we're sitting up straight and tall. A little bit of a neck massage and shoulder massage. So we're just gonna play piano on the neck with our fingers on either side of the spine. So don't press down on the spine, on either side of the spine and to the side of the neck. And then walk those fingers down to where the neck meets the shoulders. Walk them back and forth right there. Whoever knew self-massage could feel so good, right? And then we're going to take the fingers and we're going to just walk them down the shoulders and back. Nice. All right, release the hands. From here, we're going to stretch the legs out in front of us. Toes are pointing up. And we have a nice, straight, tall back here. Inhaling, we'll sweep the arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to lead with the chest and chin. If this is as far as you want to go ahead and drop the hands down to just above or just below the knees. So maybe you're stopping here and you're feeling that stretch behind the legs. That's great if this is where you are and you feel good here. Perfect. For those of you who want to go a little bit further down, we're leading with the chest and chin. And whenever you start to feel that stretch, when you start to feel that sensation, that's when you're going to just drop your hands and inhale and exhale. We're lengthening through the crown of the head. We're imagining a dotted line between the forehead and the shins. And you can come as far down as feels good for you. Listen to your body. A lot of times when you're having trouble folding forward in this pose, a lot of people arch through the upper spine and start to pull themselves down. They're curving their head under. I want to try to keep length through the spine. Also, a lot of people, when they're having trouble in this pose, it's because of a tight lower back. And so keeping that straight and hinging from the hips helps to release any tension rather than pulling on the back through curving the shoulders. So just inhale and exhale, relax into this pose. And on your next inhale, we're gonna stretch the arms forward and up. Exhale, the arms float down to the sides. We're gonna bend one knee. I'm bending my right knee, so my left foot are still pointing up. My right knee is pointed out to the side. My foot's high on the thigh, and I'm inhaling, stretching the arms up, and we're gonna do that one more time. Stretching forward, leading with the chest, leading with the chin, stopping when we feel comfortable, dropping the hands down wherever they fall. Inhaling and exhaling here. We're reaching through the crown of the head. We're imagining a dotted line between the shin and the forehead, as if the shin is calling the forehead a little bit closer. We're inhaling and exhaling here, feeling that nice stretch to the hamstring calf of the left leg. Walk the hands up. With that knee still bent, we're going to point the toes of the left foot. Flex the foot, pull the toes back towards you. Point the toes. Flex the foot. Point the toes. Flex the foot. And make big circles with the ankle going in one direction. And then reverse, big circles with the ankle going in the other direction. Coming back to center. We're going to switch legs. Stretch out the right leg, bend the left leg. Give you another angle on this one. More angles than you would get in a live yoga class. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up. As we exhale, we're leading with the chest and chin. You'll notice that I'm not centering the body over the outstretched leg. I'm keeping my body over the place where both legs would be if they were both outstretched. So I'm stretching forward, and I'm dropping my hands to the mat. I'm reaching through the crown of the head. I'm imagining a dotted line between my forehead and my shin. I'm releasing and relaxing my lower back as I inhale and exhale and stretch here. And we're feeling that nice stretch all up and down behind the right leg as we're relaxing into this forward fold. Inhaling, we'll walk the hands up. We're going to point the toes of the right foot, flex the toes of the right foot, point, flex, point, flex. Make big circles with the ankle going in one direction. And then reverse that motion, big circles going in the other direction. Nice. Nice job. We're going to stretch both legs out again. So both legs are stretching forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Same thing, lead with the chest and chin. Drop the arms. We're reaching through the crown of the forehead. We're bringing the belly a little bit closer to the thighs. We're watching that dotted line between the forehead and the shins. And maybe you're a little bit farther along in the stretch than you were when we first started. Maybe you're not. That's okay. One of the beautiful things about yoga is accepting and respecting where we are in each moment. Remembering that each day is different. Maybe yesterday I stretched farther. Maybe yesterday I didn't. Today is different than yesterday. And each side is different. My left side and my right side are different. So you might notice that something comes easier on one side than the other, and that's okay too. We're inhaling and we're exhaling. And as we're here, bring your thoughts back to your intention for our yoga practice today. Come back to the bigger picture. The reason that you're here, yes, maybe health reasons, maybe clarity reasons, maybe centering reasons, but also being able to create some positive energy towards the things that you care about. Inhale, we're going to reach forward and up. Exhale, let the hands float down to either side. Nice job. We're going to bend the knees. Lifting the body, we're going to come into a low squat. So we want to try to bring our heels closer to the ground. If we're up on the toes, that's okay, but what we can do is fold the mat behind us. We're trying to bring the weight down in the heels, rolling it up, creating a cushion so that we can bring the heels a little bit closer to the ground, even if we can't bring them all the way down. So bringing the heels on something, creating a steeple with the fingers. We're going to raise the shoulders, sit up straight and tall. To show you what this looks like from the side. So feet are about shoulder width apart for me. Keeping that flat back. Drop the hands to the mat. We're going to unfold the knees. Unfold the knees. We're coming into a forward fold. Walk the feet in or out to a place where they feel comfortable. Feet can be hip width apart or closer. And we're coming into this forward fold. This is a type of inversion. Inversion essentially means that we're upside down. We're inverting our regular perspective on life in addition to our bodies. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Release all the tension from your neck. Walk the hands to just above the knees. Make a flat back here. Reach the crown of the head forward. Roll the shoulders back and down the spine. Roll the weight more into the toes. So if you're sitting heavy in the heels, roll the weight forward into the toes. Reach through the crown of the head. We're supporting the weight of our body with our hands just above our knees. Nice job. Inhale and exhale. Keep that flat back. We're going to walk the hands up the legs as we come all the way up to standing. Nice job. So from here, let's do a couple of balancing poses. One of my favorite ones, I don't know why, is one where we just hold one of our knees. So we're going to lift the toes of the foot that we're going to balance on. I'm going to balance on my left foot. So I'm lifting the toes, wiggling them around, dropping them down, lifting the heel and dropping it down. Finding that firm base in that left foot, finding that stability there. Grounding into the big toe, the little toe, the inside of the heel, and the outside of the heel. All four corners of that foot. Imagining that the foot is like a table with a leg in each of all four corners, and it's really sturdy. As we shift the weight to the left, you'll notice the right knee just feels a little bit lighter. It starts to float up. As it floats up, go ahead and clasp outside the knee, flex the foot. Push into the knee as you pull with the hands. Create some tension between the leg and the arms. And find a spot that's not moving and keep your gaze focused there. The gaze could be on the floor, something on the floor, or on the wall opposite you. So find a spot where you can steady the mind as you focus the eyes, and then bring a soft focus to the eyes. Kind of relax the eyes. Let them go a little bit blurry if you can. Good. Now you can hold it here. You can come out of this pose at any time, dropping the leg if you need to. We're trying to keep that nice tall back here, nice straight spine. The tailbone's pointed down. The hips are gently scooped so we're not sticking the butt out. We've got a nice straight line. Bring one hand to the hip, the other hand on the knee. We're pulling. As we push with the knee, we're creating that tension that helps keep us balanced. And if it feels good for us, we can turn the knee out to the side. Inhale and exhale here. We're breathing. We're imagining standing up straighter and taller. We're relaxing into this balancing pose. And we can hold it here. We can come back to here. Or if you want a little bit more, if you want to try for something a little bit more challenging, you could reach for the outside of the foot with the 4 fingers, or with the first 2 fingers and thumb, wrap them around the big toe, and stretch the leg out to the side. It can remain bent. It doesn't have to go straight. Counterbalance with the opposite arm if you need to. And if you'd like to work towards straightening the leg, you can. Just do what feels good for you. This is a lot, so be careful. And just do what you can do. And if that is being right here and maintaining a balance and breathing, then that is absolutely perfect. We're going to come back to center, holding on to the knee, going into the pose, or coming out of the pose the same way we came in. Both hands on the knee, and we'll drop the leg down. In yoga, I think it's important that it's not just about maintaining some crazy pose and then falling out of it, although it's totally okay to fall. Part of getting into and out of it is having that intentional and I can't think of the word for it, but that steady movement all the way in and then all the way back out. So let's try that on the other side. Lifting the right toes, we're going to wiggle them around, stretch them out, drop them down one by one, creating a nice firm base throughout the toes. Lift the heel, drop it down. Start to bring the weight into the right leg. Imagine that your legs are 2 pitchers and the left leg is pouring the water all the way to the right leg. The right leg is getting heavy, nice and firm. The left leg is starting to feel really light. It's the empty pitcher. It's floating up. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. Keeping that foot flexed helps with balance as well. If we're activating the muscles in this leg, that helps keep balance. We're going to hold just below the knee. Inhaling and exhaling here. Relaxing into the standing pose. And you can continue to hold it here. If you want more of a challenge, hold on to the left knee with the left hand. The right hand comes to the right hip. We'll turn the knee out to the left. Inhale and exhale here. Oh, I'm just realizing that everything stopped. The sounds stopped. Pets are napping. Everything is quiet over here. And we're inhaling and exhaling. We're working on our posture. We're keeping a long, straight spine. And if we'd like to increase the intensity or try something new, we can reach for the outside of the foot or the first 2 fingers and thumb, wrap them around the big toe. And this may be where we stop. We're here, we're balancing, we're doing great. That knee's bent, that's okay. Or maybe we unfold the leg just a little bit. And the idea is to try to keep those shoulders facing forward, try to keep those hips in line with the shoulders as we work towards straightening that leg. Maybe counterbalancing with the hand if we need to. Lifting the chest, relaxing into the pose. Inhaling and exhaling here. It's a lot, bend the knee. If you need to, do what you need to do. Come to the pose that feels good for you for today. Maybe you just want to open your hips and this feels great, holding that knee out to the side. Do what you need to do in this pose. Decide what feels really, really good. Try to keep that foot flexed. Try to keep that soft focus in the eyes. We're going to bring that knee back to center and slowly come out of the pose. If the leg's straight, bend the knee, bring it back in, and we'll drop that leg all the way down. Nice job. While we're standing, let's do some warrior poses. So we're going to plant the left foot. The left foot will be our back foot today. Our right foot, I want you to just place the heel right in the middle of the left foot. That's your instep. We're going to draw that line forward and plant the right foot. Toes facing away, heel facing the instep exactly where it was. Imagining that straight line between the heel and the instep. And then making sure our shoulders and our hips are squared forward. We're keeping our shoulders and our hips in this plane. We're not turning or moving them yet. We're going to bend that front knee. The knee is directly over the ankle. You can see that straight line from the knee to the ankle. You don't want your knee forward of your ankle. That could cause injury. If you want to get deeper into this pose, get a little bit lower, you could scoot the left foot back. You can walk with the toes, bringing the right foot forward and coming a little bit further down. So you can come as far down as you need to feel something. Make sure that knee is always directly over the ankle or back of the ankle. You'll feel a little bit of a different stretch. This is going to give you a deeper stretch, but never forward of the ankle. Shoulders and hips are squared forward. We're going to inhale the arms out to either side and gaze over those front fingertips. As we look down at the foot, we're going to be able to see the big toe and the second toe. That's how we know the knee isn't rocking inwards or outwards. The knee is in the right place, and the knee is in the right place directly above the ankle. We're going to imagine with that back leg that we're rolling into the instep. You're pushing the weight into the inside of the foot. We're not lifting the back of the foot. We're just shifting the weight in the foot, bringing it to the inside. We're rolling the thighs towards each other. Roll them inward. And we're gazing out over those front fingers. Inhale and exhale. The weight is directly in between the legs. Inhale, turn that palm up. Reverse warrior. We're going to drop that back hand to the back leg. Stretch the right hand up. If it's accessible to you, maybe the hand slides down the leg and the right hand comes overhead. Inhale and exhale here. Peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Nice stretching. Come back to center. Stack yourself up in your warrior two. Shoulders are over hips. And act as if somebody's grabbing your hand and pulling you forward. We're sliding forward, keeping length in the spine. Bend the elbow. Bring the forearm to just above the knee. The left hand stretches up and over, coming next to the ear. We're going for a straight line. And of course, everybody's body is different. We're not going to get a straight line. But I want you to imagine a straight line between your wrist, your shoulder, your hip, and your ankle. Just imagine your body finding that line. Inhale and exhale here. We're going to bring the left arm up. Scratch those fingernails across the ceiling as you draw the hand behind you, lifting the chest just a little bit more. Look up. And then imagine that a rope is hanging from the ceiling. You're going to grab that rope, look down at the foot, pull on that rope, inhale, come back to warrior two. Push into the instep of the back foot. Straighten both legs. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes in. Readjust yourself here. Now, internal rotation on the feet. Both toes are facing each other. Hands to the hips. Big inhale here. Exhale, reach forward. So we're coming halfway down. Hands are on the hips. If you want a little bit more, stretch the arms out to either side. If you've got back issues, you can leave the hands right on the hips. If this feels good and you want even more, bring the arms next to the ears, stretching them forward. I like this or this the best. So inhale and exhale here. If your hands aren't on the hips, bring them back to the hips. Slide the hands down the legs as you bring the crown of the head down. Nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Release all remaining tension in the neck. And then bring the hands to the ground. Bend the knees. Turn the toes forward. So now toes and heels are both facing forward and back. We're dropping the hips. We're going to lift the chest, point the tailbone down, lift the arms all the way up, and straighten the legs. Nice job. Arms come down. Cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale, and let's find our way to warrior two on the other side. So our right foot is now our back foot. So our right toes are facing forward. We're going to bring our left heel to the middle of the right foot. So we know that that's our instep. And then we're going to imagine a dotted line forward along the mat. We're going to step that foot forward somewhere along that dotted line, somewhere that feels good for us. So it might be 2.5 feet, 3 feet, maybe a little bit more than 3 feet. So we're going to find the place that feels good for us, scooching those toes forward as we need to. We're going to drop the body as we bend the knee. We're noticing that we're seeing the first two toes because our knee is directly over the ankle. It's not falling in. It's not sliding out. Our thighs are rotating towards each other. We're pushing into the instep of that right foot. Shoulders and hips are facing forward. We're inhaling the arms out to either side. Big inhales and exhales here. We're looking forward over the left hand. Nice deep breaths. The weight's directly between the legs. And it usually just takes a very tiny adjustment to feel comfortable in this pose. Sometimes we're using different muscle groups to help keep our body stabilized when our knee is in the wrong position or we're not pushing into the instep of the foot. So if you make sure that you're doing those tiny things, you're going to find this pose just a little bit more comfortable. Turn that front hand up. We're going to inhale and reach the back hand to the back leg. Stretch the left arm up, reverse warrior. And we can keep going if it feels good for us, if it's accessible for us on this side today. Sliding the back hand down the back leg, and the front hand comes overhead. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center, back to warrior two. And we're going to slide forward as if somebody's grabbing our left hand. We're reaching forward, bend the elbow. Bring the forearm to just above the knee. Stretch the right arm up and then next to the ear. We're imagining our body in that with that straight line from the wrist down to the ankle. Inhale and exhale here. Bring the arm back up. We're going to gaze up at the arm as we scrape the fingertips across the ceiling, opening the chest up. Bring your thoughts back to your intention. We're bringing that hand back to center. We're grabbing that rope hanging from the ceiling. Look down at the foot. Pull yourself up, back to warrior two. Drop the hands down. Straighten the leg. We're going to toe heel the feet in. Nice. Good job. All right, we're going to find our way down to the mat. So just come Down, roll back, bend the knees, pull them into the chest, rock gently from side to side. Coming back to center, we're going to place the soles of the feet onto the mat. Lifting the left knee, we're going to cross it over the right. Bend both knees. I don't know if you can see me a little bit better from this way. The light seems to be changing. Nope, still dark. Bend the left knee, cross it over the right, bend both knees and pull them into the chest. Just inhale and exhale here. Drop the foot to the mat, slide the left knee out to the left hand side. You can hold it here if you'd like a little bit more. Bend both knees and hold underneath the right knee or on top of the right knee, depending on what feels good for you. Inhale and exhale here. Just relax into the stretch. Release the stretch. Place the the right foot on the ground, then the left foot. We're going to cross the opposite side. Right knee crosses over left, bend both knees, and pull them into the chest. Inhale and exhale here. Release the left foot to the ground. Slide the right knee out to the right hand side. And you can hold it here, just gently opening up the hip. If you want a little bit more, you could bend the knees and hold underneath the left leg or on top of the left leg. Inhale and exhale. Release the stretch. Drop the left foot. Drop the right foot. We're going to bend both knees into the chest. Stretch the knees out to either side. Reach for the feet. See if you can clasp hands outside the feet. Open up the knees just a little bit more as you pull the feet closer to the body. Inhale and exhale here. Maybe let the feet float over the chest, if that feels good. And rock back, down. Bring the knees together. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to stretch the arms out to the sides like a T. Bend the knees, pull them into the chest. We're using our abdomen here. We're going to very slowly drop the knees down to the left-hand side. Drop them down to the left. Turn the head to the right. Palms are facing down. We're relaxing into the stretch. Bringing the head back to center, we're going to slide the knees in close to the body and slowly and gently Bring them back up, coming to center. Arms are outstretched, palms facing down. We're going to rock the knees to the opposite side, letting them come to the ground, touching the feet to the ground, turning the head to the opposite side. Inhale and exhale. Bringing the head to center. We're going to bend the knees, pull them in close to the body, and then all the way back up on top. We're going to cross the right knee over the left. And we're going to do the same thing, dropping the knees to the left-hand side. Drop the knees to the left. Turn the head to the right. Release that stretch. Bring the heads and switch sides. Unfold the knees. Cross the left knee over the right knee. We're going to drop the feet slowly to the right-hand side and then the knees. And turn the head to the left. Don't forget to breathe. We're going to bring the head back to center, bend the knees, pull them into the body, and then up on the chest. Unfold the knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Walk them down, finding your way to Savasana. Feet falling out to either side, about 1.5 to 2 feet between the heels. Palms face up. Arms are about a 45-degree angle from the body. Close the eyes, inhale and exhale, relaxing here for final relaxation in Savasana or corpse-like pose. Contemplating your rebirth into the rest of the day. Just allow all your muscles to relax as you sink into the floor. You feel calm and peaceful. You feel clear-headed and energized. Bring your thoughts back to your breath. Inhaling, filling up the lungs from the bottom to the middle, all the way to the top. Exhale, empty the air from the body, from the top of the lungs to the middle of the lungs, all the way to the bottom of the lungs. Inhale, fill up the lungs from the bottom to the top. Exhale, empty the lungs entirely. Take a few more deep breaths like this, and as you breathe, bring your thoughts to your intention for your yoga practice today. Know that that intention has been heard. Gently wiggle the fingers and toes, waking the body. Take any final stretches you might need. And then roll over gently onto one side in fetal position for a moment or two for a few deep breaths. And then when you're ready, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. We'll end our yoga practice together today. Sitting up straight and tall, inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale down. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale down, sharing the positive energy with the world around us. One more big inhale, gathering up the remainder of the positive energy we've created, bringing it between the palms and into the body. Let the hands float over the forehead. May we think positive thoughts. In front of our lips, may we speak kind words. And in front of our hearts, may we spread love and joy wherever we go. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this class. I'm so grateful that you could be here. And if you're able and looking for a way to support my business, you could do so at paypal.me/blissevolution or cash.app/blissevolution. If you liked YouTube better than Facebook, drop me a comment. If you liked Facebook better than YouTube, drop me a comment. If you could hear me the whole time or if sound was going in and out, let me know. I'd love to know how it went today, what you thought on your end. And I'm so grateful for you being here. And I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.